Hello, my name is Bela, and this is Skitty. Skitty! And we're here to talk about Batman 4, Batman and Robin. That's a pretty bad Batman accent, by the way. Skitty! So let's talk about the movie. Batman 4 wasn't a very good movie. They struggled a lot. I've been listening a lot to Joel Schumacher talk about it, and one of the things that drove him through this movie was toyetic. He needed to make as many toys as he could because a lot of people wanted toys made from this show, and he did that a lot. He talked about every toy that he made throughout the movie in the director's commentary, and I'm like, wow. That's not a real good way of making a movie. And so that wasn't a great start. He also did other cross promotions with Visa Card, where he did the bad Visa Card in it. Oh God, why bad Visa Card? Come on, that's embarrassing. He was like, "That's a cross promotion." That's my American accent. That's what Joel Schumacher sounds like to me. So he did that, and it wasn't very good. He struggled a lot. Like, he even said that this wasn't the movie he wanted to make. He said that a couple of times. He wanted to do a serious, darker Batman, and the studio didn't let him. But he didn't care. He said, "I own it. I signed for this, so I'm going to go through with it." And so anyway, good for him. He got some great actors, right? Like George Clooney, who's the lovable, goofy, happy Batman which makes no sense. It was like, the guy who had his parents ripped away from him and all this, and his whole vengeance is with them. He's happy and plucky all the time. Plucky. And no one uses plucky. That's a good word. And yeah, so it was weird. It was kind of sad because during the director's commentary, Joel Schumacher's like, Val Kilmer was the best Batman, I think. And I'm like, oh, poor George Clooney. Don't say that in this movie. Poor George. He wasn't great. And Robin, again, I don't need to mention him. He was nothing. He was nothing in all of them. He just didn't add anything again. The bad guys, on the other hand, they were even worse. Like, they paid Arnold Schwarzenegger $25 million to play Mr. Freeze. I mean, he spent most of the time putting on that goddamn suit that he wore, and he had really corny one-liners. Like, some of them kind of got a ha, but the others were like, bleh, too much. And it just wasn't good. And so again, Patrick Stewart, I think that would have been a better Mr. Freeze. I mean, how cool would that have been, And then Uma Thurman, who I thought should have knocked this out of the park. She's fantastic. Again, she played campy, over the top, too much, stupid hair. And there was that one scene where she was in a goddamn gorilla suit. And she's like, she jumps out of the suit and blows love dust into Batman and Robin and makes them fall in love with her. And that causes the conflict all the way through the show. And again, you know what? I don't blame Uma Thurman. No. I blame Joel Schumacher. He had this crazy, zany, weird ideas. Like, I want it to be a comic book. I want it to be fun. Again, that's my Joel Schumacher voice. And it just wasn't. It wasn't fun. He had this. It was just silly and stupid and over top and campy. It was kind of like the old Batman with less fun. Yeah. So it just wasn't great, to be honest. That was. Yeah, she kind of failed. And then finally they got Batgirl, which is Alicia Silverstone. She was basically her character from Clueless in a batsuit. Again, nothing really. I felt sad for her at the time because she was fat shamed because she couldn't fit into the rubber suit very well, and yeah, that was really sad. But I'm not gonna rate her on that. I've got to rate her on her acting, and she didn't bring anything. It was weird. Nothing good from most of the actors, except this is where it becomes, all the scenes I really enjoyed was with Alfred the Butler, played by Michael Goff. He was getting it up. Fantastic. unbelievably good. He was good in all of them. He brung his A game. He made everyone look like just cheap cutouts, just because he actually could act. And he actually helped George Clooney act. I felt like he was sick and he was dying through the show, and George Clooney was there to help him, and that was good because Batman was kind of like the George Clooney from ER, and he could comfort him like a doctor would, and that helped George Clooney actually do something that kind of gave him some type of acting ability because he could do ER. He was good at that. Yeah, so he's good at comforting, but so yeah, that was the best thing about this movie was him. It kind of made no sense why Poison Ivy, who wants to turn the world to plants, and grocery, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who wanted to turn the place to an ice dome, teamed up. It was like, and then they threw Bane in there just to be the muscle for Poison Ivy. Bane's a bit more of a deeper character than that. But I don't think Joel Schumacher cared. He just wanted everyone to go on a ride. It was gonna be fun. This is a comic book. I wanted to bring a comic book to life. Again, that's me trying to sound like Joel Schumacher, but that's essentially what he wanted to do. And I felt like he failed. Like, I liked the idea that he got the idea for Batman and the Batman villains from the Batman animated series. That was a good plan. I get an up. The execution, bad. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. Anyway, tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, or really just tell me what you think. I'm really interested. Till next time.